She was waiting anxiously for the test results. They were playing a friendly game of soccer, displaying their teamwork skills. She was reading a thrilling mystery novel, immersed in its captivating plot. She was playing a game of chess with her friend, strategizing each move. She was talking to her friend on the phone for a long time. He was driving carefully on the slippery road to ensure safety. She was reading a thrilling mystery novel, completely engrossed in the story. It was getting darker as the sun set. They were discussing their travel plans for the holidays. He was driving carefully on the slippery road to ensure safety, taking precautions. We were waiting for the bus at the bus stop, reading books to pass the time. It was snowing heavily, and the roads were covered in white. The students were working together on a group project. We were watching a movie at that time. He was typing an important report on his computer. He was fixing his car in the garage. We were listening to music on the radio. The teacher was explaining a complex topic in the classroom. He was performing magic tricks, leaving the audience amazed and entertained. She was writing a heartfelt letter to her grandmother. The chef was preparing a delicious meal for the guests at the restaurant. They were taking a walk in the park with their dog. It was getting dark, and the streetlights were starting to come on. He was fixing the broken window in the house. I was waiting for the rain to subside before going outside. They were playing soccer with their friends at the local park, enjoying the game. It was snowing heavily, and everything was covered in white, creating a winter wonderland. We were listening to the melodious birdsong in the tranquil forest. She was reading a thrilling mystery novel. We were skiing down the snowy slope on our winter trip. We were hiking through the scenic forest trails, appreciating nature's beauty. The cat was chasing a butterfly in the garden playfully. The dog was barking loudly at the mailman. The baby was laughing and playing with colorful toys. The chef was cooking a special dish for the dinner party. They were exploring the ancient ruins, uncovering the mysteries of the past. She was watching a documentary about wildlife. The baby was clapping hands and laughing with delight. They were playing hide-and-seek in the backyard. It was snowing heavily, and everything was covered in white. The dog was wagging its tail happily when its owner returned home, showing affection. The students were listening attentively to the teacher's explanation. She was planting flowers in the garden, adding vibrant colors to the surroundings. The children were playing joyfully and laughing as they had fun together. The phone was ringing non-stop, but nobody answered it. He was driving to work when the accident happened. The baby was learning to crawl and explore the world around her. He was performing magic tricks, leaving the audience astonished and entertained. The baby was giggling while playing peekaboo. She was cooking a variety of dishes for the family gathering with love and care. It was snowing heavily during our trip. The workers were constructing a new building, working diligently to complete it. They were ice skating at the outdoor rink, enjoying the winter activity. They were taking a leisurely boat ride, enjoying the peaceful waters. The chef was seasoning the dish with a perfect balance of flavors. I was running to catch the last train of the day, not wanting to miss it. The baby was sleeping soundly in the crib, enjoying a peaceful nap. The workers were building a new house, constructing it with dedication. The students were presenting their science projects in class. We were watching a documentary about nature. We were hiking up the mountain to enjoy the view. The phone was ringing when I entered the room. The cat was napping on the comfortable couch, looking peaceful and content. We were waiting for the bus to arrive. We were skiing down the snowy mountain slopes, feeling the adrenaline rush. I was waiting for the rain to stop before going outside. She was playing a game of chess with her brother. He was driving to work when he got stuck in traffic. He was capturing stunning photographs during his travels around the world. He was cooking dinner while I was setting the table. He was capturing stunning photographs during his travels. We were waiting for the rain to stop before going outside for a walk, waiting patiently. We were hiking through the dense forest. We were listening to the melodious birdsong, feeling connected to nature. We were singing along to our favorite songs with enthusiasm. The students were writing their essays in the library. The baby was trying to stand up on her own. They were exploring the ancient ruins of a castle. The cat was chasing its tail in circles. They were playing chess in the living room. They were playing soccer at the local field. The children were playing happily in the playground. We were waiting for the rain to stop. The cat was sleeping peacefully on the couch. The baby was crawling around the living room. They were playing soccer with their friends. They were playing a friendly game of soccer, enjoying each other's company. The dog was barking loudly, alerting the family about a stranger outside. The cat was chasing a butterfly in the backyard playfully. He was reciting poetry at the open mic night, captivating the audience. The workers were building a new house down the street. He was cooking dinner for his family. I was running to catch the last train of the day. The cat was grooming itself gracefully, maintaining its cleanliness. It was getting dark, and the streetlights were starting to turn on. We were studying for our exams late into the night. The teacher was explaining a difficult concept in the classroom. I was waiting for the train at the station. He was reciting a poem in front of the audience. We were dancing at the party until the early hours. They were laughing at a funny video that made them burst into laughter. She was searching for her lost keys in the house. She was drawing a beautiful landscape with colored pencils. The cat was chasing a butterfly in the backyard, leaping with excitement. She was planting flowers in the garden. The students were listening attentively to the guest speaker's lecture. The baby was giggling and playing with colorful toys, expressing joy and happiness. The dog was barking loudly, trying to get the attention of its owner, who was busy. They were discussing the project in the office. They were discussing the project enthusiastically in the meeting. The kids were playing with their toys in the living room. The workers were building a new house in the neighborhood. He was jogging in the park to keep himself healthy and fit. They were discussing their future plans and aspirations, excited about the possibilities. He was jogging on the treadmill at the gym, improving his fitness level. She was playing a game of chess with her friend, strategizing her moves carefully. We were listening to the soothing sound of the ocean waves. He was wearing a blue shirt yesterday. She was watching a documentary about wildlife, learning about different animal species. We were watching a documentary about history and ancient civilizations. She was practicing the piano for her upcoming recital. He was singing along to his favorite song on the radio. We were watching a documentary about wildlife conservation to learn about the environment. She was playing the violin beautifully, enchanting the audience with her music. The cat was chasing a butterfly in the backyard. The workers were paving the road with asphalt. He was skateboarding at the local skate park, showcasing his skills. She was talking to her friend on the phone for hours. He was practicing his guitar skills in his room. He was wearing a hat to protect himself from the scorching sun, avoiding sunburn. She was waiting anxiously for the test results, hoping for good grades. They were playing soccer in the park. The chef was creating a new menu for the restaurant. The baby was crying because she was hungry. She was learning to play the guitar with dedication. He was practicing his dance moves for the upcoming performance. She was reading a thrilling mystery novel until late at night. He was practicing his dance moves, preparing for an upcoming performance. They were discussing their travel plans for the upcoming holidays. They were laughing at a joke during the party. We were camping in the peaceful woods for a refreshing experience. She was waiting for her friend to arrive. The baby was crawling around and exploring the living room with curiosity. We were attending a family gathering, cherishing time spent with loved ones. The workers were paving the road with precision and skill. The teacher was explaining a difficult concept. The baby was babbling and trying to form words. We were waiting for the rain to stop before heading out for a walk. They were exploring the ancient ruins, discovering the secrets of the past. They were taking a leisurely boat ride on the serene lake. We were waiting for the rain to stop before going outside. They were enjoying a picnic at the park. The cat was grooming itself on the windowsill. She was drawing a beautiful landscape, expressing her creativity through art. He was wearing a warm coat to protect himself from the cold weather outside. She was talking on the phone with her best friend. The workers were constructing a new building with precision. He was driving carefully on the icy road to avoid any accidents. We were having dinner when the power went out. We were walking to the store when we met our neighbors. I was learning to play the piano with dedication. We were swimming in the pool to escape the summer heat, enjoying the cool water. She was talking on the phone with her friend. We were listening to the sound of the rain outside. He was wearing a hat to protect himself from the scorching sun. I was learning to play the guitar to pursue my passion for music. He was playing the guitar skillfully, mesmerizing the audience with his talent. She was browsing the internet on her laptop to research a topic. She was browsing the internet on her laptop for research purposes. The cat was chasing a butterfly in the backyard, trying to catch it playfully. The baby was laughing and playing with colorful toys, bringing joy to everyone around. He was skateboarding at the park with his friends. I was learning to play the guitar to pursue my passion for music, practicing every day. It was getting dark, and the stars were twinkling in the sky. He was riding his bike around the neighborhood. The dog was barking loudly to alert the family about a stranger outside. The baby was laughing and playing with toys. They were discussing their travel plans for the upcoming holidays with excitement. The students were presenting their art projects, showcasing their creativity. We were listening to the soothing sound of ocean waves, finding tranquility by the shore. I was waiting for the bus under the shelter to avoid the rain. The workers were hammering nails to build the fence. The cat was pouncing on a toy mouse. The students were presenting their research findings in the conference. The students were actively participating in the engaging class discussion. The dog was barking loudly, alerting the family. She was admiring the beautiful sunset on the tranquil beach, feeling at peace. They were enjoying a delightful picnic, savoring the delicious food. The chef was cooking a special dish for the dinner party, adding special ingredients. She was watching a documentary about wildlife, learning about different species. It was getting dark, and the stars were starting to appear. I was running to catch the train. He was wearing a warm jacket to protect himself from the cold weather. They were exploring the ancient ruins of a historical monument. I was waiting for the rain to subside, planning to go out afterward. The workers were constructing a new building, working together efficiently. We were hiking through the scenic forest trails. She was waiting anxiously for her interview result, hoping for good news, feeling nervous. I was waiting for the rain to pass before going outside. The teacher was explaining a difficult concept to the class. We were waiting for the bus at the bus stop, sharing stories to pass the time. He was jogging in the park to stay fit and healthy. It was getting late, and they were still working. He was typing a report on his computer to meet the deadline. The baby was giggling while playing with toys, delighting in their bright colors. The cat was grooming itself gracefully, cleaning its fur meticulously. I was waiting for the train to arrive, checking my watch frequently. He was practicing his dance moves in the studio. The baby was babbling and trying to form words, attempting to communicate. The students were presenting their art projects with confidence. The workers were repairing the broken road. She was admiring the beautiful sunset on the tranquil beach. The baby was learning to crawl, exploring the world with curiosity and wonder. He was taking photographs of the beautiful scenery. They were laughing at a funny video on the internet. We were watching a documentary about wildlife conservation. He was skateboarding at the skate park with his friends. They were playing a game of chess in the park. She was playing the violin beautifully at the orchestra concert. They were discussing the project in the meeting. They were singing songs around the campfire. They were playing video games at their friend's house. I was waiting for the rain to stop before going outside, checking the weather forecast. She was planting flowers in the garden with care. They were playing board games with their family, bonding and having a wonderful time. They were playing a friendly game of soccer in the park. I was learning a new language online. He was typing an important report on his computer, focusing on his work. They were swimming in the pool on a hot summer day. The baby was crawling around exploring the house. They were discussing their future plans and aspirations. I was waiting for the rain to stop before going out. The cat was chasing a butterfly in the garden playfully, trying to catch it. She was browsing the internet for vacation destinations. We were swimming in the pool during the summer. We were hiking up the mountain when it started snowing. I was running to catch the train that was about to leave. They were walking in the park. The chef was seasoning the dish, adding just the right blend of flavors for perfection. They were discussing the project enthusiastically in the meeting, brainstorming ideas. He was jogging in the park to keep himself healthy and fit, enjoying the exercise. It was raining cats and dogs during the storm. I was studying when the phone rang. They were ice skating at the outdoor rink. They were dancing at the party last night. The cat was sleeping on the windowsill. He was taking photographs of the beautiful landscape. She was playing the violin at the school concert. They were sailing on a boat, enjoying the gentle breeze on a sunny day. They were playing board games and having fun with their family. The students were listening attentively to the guest speaker's lecture, taking notes. The students were writing their exams. We were skiing down the snowy mountain slopes, feeling the rush of excitement. I was waiting for my friend at the coffee shop. The baby was sleeping peacefully in the crib. He was fixing the broken chair in the living room, repairing it skillfully. We were waiting for the rain to stop before heading out for a walk in the park. The chef was plating the dishes beautifully before serving. They were laughing at a funny video online. The baby was babbling and making cute noises. The students were discussing the latest assignment in the library. I was waiting for the bus under the shelter, staying dry from the rain. He was skateboarding at the local skate park, showing off his skills and tricks. The birds were chirping in the trees outside. He was skateboarding at the local skate park, showcasing his tricks. He was driving carefully on the icy road. They were sailing on a boat in the calm waters. He was taking photographs of breathtaking landscapes during his travels. He was fixing the broken fence in the backyard. We were playing board games with our friends. I was running to catch the train that was about to leave, rushing to the platform. They were laughing at a funny joke. They were laughing at a funny video online, sharing laughter together. The dog was wagging its tail happily when its owner came back home. They were sailing on a boat in the lake. The cat was grooming itself gracefully on the windowsill. She was sleeping when the alarm went off. He was jogging on the treadmill at the gym. We were talking about our vacation plans. The scientists were conducting experiments in the lab. We were watching a thrilling horror movie, feeling the suspense build up. We were hiking through the scenic forest trails, surrounded by nature's beauty. The cat was napping on the soft cushion. She was reading a book when the phone rang. The students were presenting their research findings to the class. The cat was pouncing on its toy with excitement. He was fixing the broken fence in the backyard, ensuring safety and security. The baby was laughing at the funny faces I made. She was learning to play the piano at the music school. We were watching a thrilling horror movie at home. He was talking to his friend on the phone. I was reading a book in my bedroom. The chef was preparing a special dish for the guests. She was dancing gracefully on the stage in the ballet performance. The chef was seasoning the dish to perfection. She was learning to play the guitar with dedication and passion. They were discussing the project passionately in the conference room, exchanging ideas. The cat was playing with a ball of yarn on the floor. He was reciting poetry at the open mic night, captivating the audience with his words. We were attending a family gathering, cherishing the moments with loved ones. I was waiting for the bus, but it was late. The dog was wagging its tail when it saw its owner. We were studying late into the night for the upcoming exams, working hard to succeed. We were listening to the soothing sound of ocean waves crashing on the shore. She was learning to play the guitar, practicing chords and melodies. It was snowing heavily during the winter season. They were attending a concert at the music hall. She was practicing the piano in the music room. The dog was wagging its tail happily when it saw its owner return home. She was waiting anxiously for her interview result. She was dancing gracefully on the stage during the ballet performance. She was taking a walk in the park. I was cooking dinner while my sister set the table. They were playing soccer with their friends in the park. He was studying for his exams all night. They were taking a leisurely boat ride, savoring the peaceful atmosphere. We were camping in the woods for the weekend. The chef was tasting the sauce to adjust the seasoning. He was playing the guitar at the local cafe. I was jogging in the park to stay fit. They were sailing on a boat, feeling the gentle breeze on their faces. I was waiting for the train to arrive, checking the time constantly. I was running late for the meeting. The workers were constructing a new building from scratch. She was watering the plants in the garden. He was jogging on the treadmill at the gym to maintain his fitness. The cat was napping on the comfortable couch, enjoying its peaceful slumber. The children were playing hide-and-seek in the backyard. It was getting dark, and the stars were twinkling in the sky, creating a beautiful sight. The workers were constructing a new building downtown. I was knitting a scarf for my sister's birthday. The students were participating in a science experiment. We were watching a thrilling movie together. He was reciting poetry at the open mic night. We were camping in the woods, surrounded by nature's tranquility. He was fishing by the river on a sunny afternoon. The children were playing happily and enjoying their playtime. The children were playing with their toys happily. We were cleaning the house before the guests arrived. They were discussing their favorite books with enthusiasm. He was performing magic tricks at the birthday party. She was dancing gracefully on the stage. They were studying for their final exams. We were watching a thrilling horror movie, feeling the tension and excitement build. He was wearing a hat to protect himself from the sun. The teacher was explaining a difficult concept to the students. The chef was experimenting with new ingredients in the kitchen. The dog was chasing its tail in circles. She was cooking a variety of dishes for the family gathering. We were waiting for the bus at the bus stop for a long time. The workers were fixing the broken fence in the backyard. She was drawing a beautiful landscape, expressing her creativity on paper. I was waiting for the rain to stop before stepping outside. The chef was creating a culinary masterpiece for the guests. The baby was crying for his mother. The chef was preparing a delicious meal for the guests at the restaurant with precision. The chef was cooking a special dish for the special occasion. He was jogging on the treadmill at the gym, working on improving his endurance. We were watching a thrilling horror movie, feeling the suspense in the air. We were listening to the melodious birdsong, feeling connected to nature's rhythm. The workers were paving the road with precision, ensuring a smooth surface. She was cooking lunch in the kitchen. The athletes were training hard for the upcoming competition. The chef was cooking a special dish for the guests. She was reading a book in her room. She was browsing the internet on her laptop, looking for information on her research topic. The children were playing happily and enjoying their playtime, laughing and having fun. She was planting flowers in the garden, adding beauty to the surroundings. He was typing an important email on his computer. I was waiting for the train to arrive at the platform. The baby was crawling around and exploring the living room, curious about everything. We were attending a family gathering and having a great time. The cat was napping on the cozy couch. He was taking photographs of breathtaking landscapes, capturing nature's beauty. They were discussing the project passionately in the conference room. The baby was clapping hands with excitement. We were singing along to our favorite songs, feeling the music in our souls. The workers were constructing a new building, working diligently to complete it on time. The workers were laying bricks to build a wall. I was waiting for the rain to subside, hoping to go out soon. We were watching a thrilling movie at the cinema. The children were playing joyfully and laughing in the playground. The mechanic was fixing my car in the garage. The baby was giggling while playing with toys. We were singing along to our favorite songs, feeling the music in our hearts. She was watching a documentary about wildlife conservation. He was jogging in the park early morning. He was driving carefully on the slippery road to avoid accidents. The chef was cooking a special dish for the special occasion, making it perfect. They were laughing at a funny video that made them burst into laughter, enjoying the humor. We were studying late into the night for the upcoming exams. We were listening to the sound of waves on the beach. He was playing the guitar skillfully, captivating the audience with his talent. He was jogging in the park to maintain his health and fitness. We were waiting for the rain to stop before going outside for a walk. She was organizing her bookshelf in the living room. The baby was giggling and playing with toys. They were ice skating at the outdoor rink with joy. They were laughing at a funny movie. They were enjoying a delightful picnic at the picturesque park. They were playing board games with their family and having a great time. The chef was garnishing the dishes with artistic flair. They were ice skating at the outdoor rink, enjoying the winter atmosphere. The teacher was explaining a difficult concept to the students with clarity. We were visiting our grandparents over the weekend. She was cooking a variety of dishes for the family dinner. The students were listening attentively to the guest speaker. They were taking a boat ride on the river. The students were actively participating in the class discussion. We were camping in the woods, enjoying the serenity of nature. I was waiting for the bus at the bus stop. We were swimming in the pool to cool off from the scorching summer heat. He was capturing stunning photographs, preserving memories through his lens. They were playing board games with their family. We were studying for our exams diligently to get good grades. The baby was crawling around and exploring the living room. He was driving carefully in the heavy traffic. The phone was ringing continuously, but nobody was answering it. The baby was crawling around exploring the room. She was browsing the internet on her laptop for research purposes, gathering information. The students were presenting their science projects, sharing their knowledge. I was studying for my exams until late in the evening. The baby was sleeping peacefully in the crib, dreaming sweet dreams. She was browsing the internet on her laptop. She was playing the violin beautifully, producing enchanting melodies. The chef was experimenting with new ingredients, creating unique and flavorful dishes. She was drawing a beautiful portrait of her friend. The dog was wagging its tail happily when its owner returned home. It was getting colder as the evening progressed. We were singing along to our favorite songs in the car. The cat was chasing a butterfly in the garden. He was performing magic tricks to entertain the audience. The dog was barking loudly in the backyard. He was painting a beautiful landscape on the canvas. The chef was garnishing the dishes with artistic flair, making them visually appealing. She was reading a novel on the couch. The baby was learning to crawl, exploring the world with curiosity. They were playing soccer with their friends at the local park. The phone was ringing non-stop, but nobody answered it, probably because they were busy. They were playing soccer with their friends, cheering and enjoying the game. The chef was experimenting with new ingredients to create unique flavors. He was fixing the broken bicycle in the garage. The dog was barking loudly, trying to get the attention of its owner. The baby was clapping hands and laughing, spreading joy to everyone around. The children were playing with their toys. The chef was seasoning the dish, adding just the right amount of spices. They were rehearsing for the school play in the auditorium. We were skiing down the snowy mountain slopes. The baby was sleeping soundly in the crib. The cat was pouncing on its toy, displaying its playful nature. The baby was giggling and playing with colorful toys. The baby was babbling and trying to speak. We were walking on the beach during sunset. She was drawing a beautiful landscape, capturing every detail with precision. They were studying diligently for their final exams. She was talking to her friend on the phone for a long time, catching up on their lives. The students were listening to the teacher attentively. The kids were playing in the park when it started raining. He was playing the guitar skillfully at the local cafe. He was jogging in the park to maintain his health and fitness, exercising regularly. He was jogging in the park to stay healthy. The chef was creating a culinary masterpiece, infusing flavors with creativity. The students were presenting their art projects in the gallery. It was snowing heavily, and the roads were covered in white, making it difficult to travel. The chef was preparing a delicious meal. The cat was napping on the comfortable couch, peacefully resting after a long day. The baby was learning to crawl on the floor. The students were presenting their projects in the classroom. They were exploring the ancient ruins during their vacation. The students were presenting their research findings, sharing their discoveries. I was learning to play the guitar. The chef was experimenting with new recipes in the kitchen. The chef was experimenting with new ingredients, adding a unique touch to the dishes. I was learning to play the piano with dedication and practice. The chef was creating a culinary masterpiece, combining flavors to perfection. It was raining heavily last night. We were studying diligently for our exams, aiming for good grades. I was waiting for the bus under the shelter. We were swimming in the pool to cool off from the summer heat. They were watching a movie at the theater last night. We were listening to the birds chirping in the trees. The workers were building a new house, constructing it with dedication and precision. The baby was giggling while playing with colorful toys. She was waiting anxiously for her interview result, hoping for good news. The workers were paving the road with precision, ensuring a smooth surface for drivers. He was fixing the broken chair in the living room. He was capturing stunning photographs, preserving moments in time. We were swimming in the pool to escape the summer heat. The chef was garnishing the dishes with fresh herbs. The phone was ringing continuously, but no one picked it up. The students were presenting their science projects with confidence and knowledge. We were attending a family reunion in the countryside. They were fixing the leaking roof during the rainstorm. She was admiring the beautiful sunset on the beach. She was counting the stars in the night sky. They were studying diligently for their final exams, aiming to achieve high grades. I was waiting for the train to arrive at the station platform. They were studying diligently for their final exams, aiming for good grades. She was cooking a delicious meal for her family. The baby was babbling and trying to form words, communicating in its own way.